Hey, everybody, it's Chris Hobart with The Wealthologist. Since we're in the week of Christmas and Hanukkah's wrapping up, I wanted to talk about a different kind of gift. Now, at this stage of life, a lot of the people that we're talking to, they're not really asking about how many more toys can they fit under a tree. Instead, we're hearing a lot more from folks. How do I use what I've built to really help my kids and my grandkids without just adding more stuff? Because let's face it, we've all got a lot of stuff, it seems like. Now, today, I want to talk with you about how you can give a gift that actually grows with them, a gift that can support a future dream, but also still feel exciting this Christmas. Now, you already know this. Most kids are barely going to remember what they got this year. To test this out, just ask them what they got last year. I promise, with a 13 and a 19-year-old, I know they don't remember. The thing is, they always remember the experiences that you create and the way that you showed up for them. So instead of focusing on what's in the wrapping paper, I like to think of three different types of gifts: fun now, a future boost, and then a shared memory. And if you can touch all three, man, I got to tell you what, you are given the gift that really sticks. So let's start with the concept of fun now and maybe a little bit of that future boost concept. Now, here's a couple of ways that a lot of our clients are doing just that. First, you can do something like a starter fund for a dream. Now, this is a small investment or a savings account in a child's name that you're going to label as, first home fund or future adventure fund, or maybe start a new business fund. The thing is, the dollars matter, but I think the message with this matters a lot more. Something towards, I believe in your future and I want to be part of it. Second, education help. Maybe it's contribution towards college or trade school for a grandchild, or tuition for maybe a specific program or a camp over the summer that they're excited about. The thing here is you're not just paying a bill, you're actually saying to them, your growth and what is important to you is also important to me. Something else to consider. The third thing is a kickstart for working grandkids. So maybe you got some grandkids that they've got a job, but you might help them start a simple savings or retirement bucket for their first big goal. Now, maybe when they're ready to buy that first car or house one day, that's where you can start. The thing is, you don't have to make all this complicated. Instead, all you do with this is you pick one future goal, you put some dollars behind it, and then give it a clear name so they can connect with it and you can as well. Now, here's the key: if you hand a teenager an envelope that just says savings, I got to tell you, their excitement level, it is close to zero. So we got to make that future gift feel real today. So a couple of ideas for you. Create a future ticket. Print a simple fund certificate that says something like Future Home Fund, started by Grandma and Grandpa, Christmas 2025. Put it in a frame or maybe tuck it in a card with a short note in your handwriting. Or maybe build an adventure box. If it's for travel, then maybe you put in a small travel journal, a luggage tag, maybe a picture of a place that you'd love to visit together or someplace that you visited in the past that you think they may want to go. Then you can explain, we started a fund to help make this trip happen. Now, someday we're going to use this together. Or maybe you just tie it to something that they love right now. So for a grandchild who loves music like my kids, maybe the gift is, we started a small fund to help you with your future music school. And here's a new set of strings or headphones for today. Look, I'm telling you all this because the point is, it's not about just transferring money. You're telling a story and you're also casting a vision. Now, I do want to say this: before you start writing big checks, make sure your plan is solid. And that's where our advice comes in. We want your retirement, your travel, your hobbies, your giving fully supported first. And then from there, we can intentionally carve out what makes sense to give while you're still alive to actually see the impact and see the smiles on faces. I got to tell you, I think that's one of the most rewarding parts of planning for this stage of life. Not just leaving a legacy one day, some point in the future, but living your legacy now in the way that you give, in the way that you show up, in the way that you support the people that you love. So, as you're celebrating this week, I'm going to challenge you. Ask yourself, is there one gift I could give that would still be blessing someone I love 5, 10, 20 years from now? Now, if you'd like help figuring out how much you can give and the best way to structure it, Well, that's exactly what we do here at Hobart Wealth. And you can always reach out to us, schedule some time to talk about this, and we'll make sure that your generosity fits comfortably inside a plan that supports the life you want in retirement. All right, folks, from all of us here at Hobart Wealth and the Wealthologist, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you next year in 2026.